What's the worst name slip you've ever heard? I was making out with my husband one day when things got heated. You know, saliva in mouth, animalistic sounds, the soft touches, and when he opened to say something, I thought he was going to say my name. Oh, Shelby, he groaned. Shelby is the name of our son's 16-year-old girlfriend. My heart dropped. Wait, baby, I'm sorry. His tone actually sounded apologetic, like there was a good explanation for what had just happened. I've just been thinking about our son a lot, and I don't think they should be together. By this point, I was so confused that I couldn't even speak. So instead of asking him any follow-up questions, I slept on the couch. And the next morning, when I tried to get answers out of him, he told me to stop getting stuck on the past and give me the silent treatment for the rest of the day. So I did what any loving partner would do in that situation. I went through his phone. The first thing I saw on his iMessage screen was a text from Shelby. An awful gut feeling washed over me. I didn't even know they texted. She must have done something really awful. But when I clicked on the chat, I realized my husband was to blame. I miss sucking on your pee-pee was the last text she sent. I froze. I didn't even want to keep reading and placed the phone back on his desk. I spent the rest of the week trying to manipulate myself into believing that I misread what I saw, but I didn't, because the more I looked for evidence, the more evidence I found. He had saved photos of Shelby from her Instagram on his computer, all bikini pics, ones that zoomed in on her curves. I also looked at his phone during opportune moments and saw more of their interactions. I wish I had never looked. They were filled with mean, horrible things said at my expense, with him constantly comparing me to her. Being with her feels like babysitting a used-up housewife. Your body makes me realize I've settled, are all things he actually told her. And she'd respond with laughing emojis. And in a moment of blind rage and heartbreak, I turned our room upside down. I found a thong that I knew wasn't mine, and a used condom shoved under our bed. I reached my palms out in front of my mouth to catch the vomit that came out. It felt like I had drunk one too many tequilas or something. And the last thing I wanted to do was think about it. So instead, I used the skill I learned when I was 4 years old, and my dad was wailing on my mom at the dinner table. Maladaptive daydreaming. In my head, my husband loved me, and we lived in a real-life Disney castle. Nothing could ever hurt us. It got to the point that if my husband ever did anything to remind me of Shelby, I would instantly be able to transform my reality until it all came crashing down. I was in the middle of kissing my husband, watching Korn together on his phone when I saw it, because right in the search history was a description of Shelby. I snapped out of it. Tears were streaming down my face. My husband tried to comfort me, and I let him. You're such an amazing, protective husband, I said, wide-eyed and in love. He smiled like he deserved every word that came out of my mouth, but he didn't realize I had him right where I wanted him, and his life was about to change forever. The rest of the full video is on my channel and linked below.